Joanna Canoy, and his family was the only band that they recorded. They actually had instructions to not record bands, but to record solo fiddlers, particularly in non-standard tunings. Instructions that they mostly ignored, but this is from the only family band, the Canoy family band. Enos Canoy was a fiddler. His cousin Tim and Tim's wife Lola were the two of them were the backup. Enos the fiddler. And there's a photo of the three of them and their children. Tim and Lola's daughter is prominently featured in front of the band, holding this honking big arch top with pigtails and this big grin. I went down a couple of years ago and met Joanna in McGee, Mississippi, and it was one of the joys of collecting. I mean, she had a direct connection to, she's in the photo, it's her family. And she played piano, church piano, and we tried playing some standard tunes that she knew, and we got through them. It was kind of nice. And then I pulled out Poor Little Mary Sitting in the Corner, which is a quirky Mississippi tune. She nailed it on first pass because she grew up with it. And then I was talking to her. She knew about some of the recordings, and she was very proud of her family's music and telling me all about it, telling me everything that had been published in 1987. And I said, well, that's very nice, but would you like the rest of the recordings? Because there were a few more that weren't included. And she went, oh yeah. So I transferred them from my computer to hers, and I trigger one just to make sure that they got there okay, because I wanted her to have it. And the one I triggered was a ballad, a Pearl ballad, Pearl Bryan, with her mom singing. And Joanna was walking across the room. She stops in mid-step and goes, I haven't heard that voice in a long time. That was a great moment. Anyway, so this tune has at least that little bit of special meaning to me. I'm a medley it with a children's play party tune called Roll Them Simelons. Now I need a show of hands here. Who here knows what a play party tune is? Some. Okay, bear with me while I tell the other folks. This is Southern music. And throughout the Bible Belt in the South, particularly in the parts where the church is particularly strong, this fine instrument is known as the devil's box. And they're not real fond of it, particularly in Hardshell Baptist Church. If someone is caught playing the devil's box, they'll get churched, kicked out of the church. Because they seem to have the idea that playing the devil's box leads to dancing, which might lead to drinking, which might lead to, shall we say, fraternization. I'm not sure what's wrong with all that, but they have a problem with it. And now, since the devil's box is not welcome in these communities, they had this interesting little alternate children's game that they would call play parties, which the music for this event is provided by hand clapping and singing, often call and response. It's particularly strong in African American communities, or was. It's died out nearly completely now. And interestingly enough, and I've researched a good chunk of these, and there's hundreds of them, the innocent young children dancing arm in arm, male and female, they do figures that look amazingly like square dance tunes, square dance figures. But at the culmination of the dance, the young partners wind up kissing. How does this all go together? I don't know. It's not my world. I visited, I was born there, but some of this makes no sense to me. Okay, the verses make little to no sense. I'm not really sure what a Simelon is, but they're rolling them Simelons. I'm starting at the Poor Little Mary, Sitting in the Corner.